Hey guys, what's going on? It's Blood Bull right about now, bringing you the latest episode to the channel now. It's been a while now since I've last recorded a video, but here we are. We are going to cover Zebec Network in today's video. So that is ZBCN. Okay, it's currently ranked 146 out of the total cryptos. It is the biggest gainer on the day here. You can see it's up 19.6%. So we're going to take a look at the charts very, very shortly. However, we've got quite a lot of fundamental analysis to get through before we do delve into the charts. Okay, so this right here is an important week now for the whole of crypto, guys. There is a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market, especially what is going on now on a geopolitical level in terms of what's happening over in Iran, Israel. They're firing back, obviously, Ukraine, Russia. Tensions are all building across the globe now. So we are heading into the great reset, I do believe. And this is why the narrative now with altcoin season has been cancelled up until this point. I do believe we are going to get going very, very shortly. We do have the Fed wire as well to look forward to as well on the 14th of July. Many people may think and speculate that that will be a nothing burger. However, we do need some optimism around the crypto industry now because we have been suffering. Like I say, altcoin season has been cancelled since the end of sort of January, where we did get that sort of peak post-US election highs, okay? However, we're going to take a look at the Fed meeting. Wednesday, we do have the Fed meeting as well. So this is the FOMC meeting. So in these meetings, the Federal Reserve of the United States of America will basically review the interest rates. So as that stands, that is 2 days, 3 hours and 35 minutes away at the time of recording. If we come down here, these are the target rate probabilities for the 18th of June. So this is this Wednesday that is taking place with Jerome Powell. Now, there's a 99.8% chance we will likely remain at the same rate. However, this has actually flipped sort of bearish in a way in comparison to how it was looking, where there was a slim possibility that we could cut rates. There's no chance that rates will be cut tomorrow as it stands, okay? I don't know what can happen geopolitically from now up until Wednesday. You know, anything can happen. The world has gone crazy, guys. But nonetheless, we're looking at a 0.2% chance probability that they could increase rates ultimately. However, having said that, all we're really interested in is the sort of dollar index. Okay, so we'll just take a look at the dollar index, yeah, the DXY. So the only reason why we're interested in the dollar index, or certainly in terms of interest rates, is because we want the dollar to come down in value. Now, if the dollar comes down in value, that means crypto will in turn inflate in price. And that's ultimately what you want as a crypto holder, okay? So this is the dollar index right now. So it's been coming down literally from the beginning of the year. So everything's been in free fall. Crypto's been down. And also the US dollar has been coming down. So that money is flooding somewhere, guys, okay? The money is being stored. Yeah, it doesn't just evaporate. Money, just because money goes down or the value of something goes down, someone's extracting that money. Yeah, and my bets are it's probably been going into, you know, rare commodities, for example, like gold. You know, you're probably going to see the oil price start going up now, especially with tensions over in the Middle East, etc. So there's a lot to play for now. I like to say, I do expect, you know, other funds to skyrocket. I saw a chart the other day. I forget exactly what it was. It wasn't a commodity. It was something to, I don't know if it was to do with government bonds. I forget exactly. But the price was going absolutely sky high. Like I say, gold's obviously at a pretty much an all-time high as well. You know, that's been around for thousands of years, used as a medium of exchange. Now, like I say, US dollar is still coming down in my view here. So this is still positive news for crypto as a whole. Okay, we just need a catalyst now, a reason now for the institutions to start flocking back in now and, you know, surging these prices to the upside now in terms of the crypto. So yeah, let's dive into it now. So we've got this here. So this is, like I said, this is the official Federal Reserve website, and you can see here the next date, what we was just referring to there, in a couple of days' time. We do have the 17th, 18th of June, so there'll be a 2-day meeting, obviously on the 18th, which would be the Wednesday. That's when you get Jerome Powell coming out and basically, you know, having his say on the matter. Now, what's interesting is you do have this sort of star asterisk here, sort of thing here. And the key down here is this is a meeting associated with a summary of economic projections. So they're not just going to give you a reading, okay, at this particular meeting and announce the reading of what's gone on in the previous month. They're actually forecasting and projecting what they expect for the next quarter. Okay, so this is absolutely phenomenal. This will give the market a clear indication as to where they see the markets going, and you can see already with the crypto bubbles, especially with Zebec, it's picking up pace already. You know, we're into Monday, it's picking up pace already. Zebec up almost 20% over the past 24 hours. So this is absolutely phenomenal, guys. So yeah, we'll go back to that. What have we got here? So I've just typed into ChatGPT here just to get a better explanation, really, what a Fed Reserve meeting associated with a summary of economic projections. It basically means that this includes extra layers of transparency and forecasting. Okay, it is what it says on the tin. Okay, guys, it's the one of 4 most important FOMC meetings held each year. So you know how we have all these meetings down here? Yeah, we have one like every other month, sometimes more frequently. Every other month, so you get June, July, skip out August, September, October, skip out November, December, blah, blah, blah. But you only have 4 of these. So this is why it's so significant, because we get that sort of forecast in projection. Okay, so what this entails, so economic forecast publish. The Fed releases updated projections for GDP growth. Yeah, so that's general domestic product growth. So that's how much sort of money is sort of being generated by the economy. You've got the employment rate, you've got the inflation rate as well, and you've got the federal funds interest rate as well. So that helps markets understand how the Fed views the current state of the future path of the US economy. You've got the dot plot chart as well. So each Fed official submits their forecast for where they think interest rates should be in the current year, the next few years, the longer run. So this is key right here, guys. So this is what I mean, these forecasts and projections. Now, if we're forecasting to begin cutting rates as early as, say, for example, September, which is the sort of rumor at this moment in time, the sort of projections in the rumor mill, then that would be fantastic, yeah? Literally a couple of months now, 2-3 months away from September. We've got the FedWire going live on the 14th of July, so that's less than 4 weeks away before FedWire goes live. So there's a lot to get excited about now, despite the sort of recent price action in recent weeks, because it's been rough out there, guys. It's been really rough for a lot of you guys. For myself included, I'm no anomaly. Do you know what I mean? Hundreds of millions of people invested into crypto. Okay, and everybody's affected, guys. Yeah, it's very difficult to sit on dry powder, yeah, and sort of watch the markets play out. Okay, I'm just going to refresh this chart now. Let's get Zebec up and firing. So we got Zebec here. This is on the daily time frame, guys. Okay, this is daily time frame. We did have this sort of wedge playing out here. I'm just going to scroll out just to get. This is XLM. Sorry, XLM looking really good. Anyway, by the way, guys. XLM, if I ever refresh trading view, some reason it comes back to XLM for some reason. Anyhow, XLM looking really good. However, we're interested in today's video with the Zebec current price action. Okay, so initially we did have this sort of head and shoulder playing out. Okay, so we got this sort of left shoulder, got the head, and then there's cause for concern here at the shoulder. There's that sort of right shoulder, in my view. If I just put it in with lines with markers, again, the lines with markers don't account for wicks, but you can see here we've got these sort of wicks up here. So we're classing them as shoulder, the head, okay, this head and shoulder pattern. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder there, and then we sort of capitulated down. Now, I expected Zebec to come back down and at least retest this sort of blue sort of trend line where I would have had some sort of buy orders here. Unfortunately, it's not filled my buy orders down here, ever so slightly off. However, the good news is for Zebec holders is we have broken this sort of descending sort of channel. You could classify this as a bull flag. Okay, so this head and shoulder pattern here, which was playing out back in here, end of sort of May, coming into sort of June of last week, that was a head and shoulder pattern. That's eroded, and we managed to consolidate in this sort of yellow, like descending channel, as I say. Now, today, this is a massive move now for Zebec. Like I say, this is a special week for the Fed meeting now. Like I say, we have got those forecasted projections now on where that sort of Fed, where the Fed ultimately sees interest rates going, what it should be, and where we're heading, etc. So yeah, today's candle is huge, guys. Yeah, we're up massively, up nearly 20% on the day. So this is fantastic news, guys. Now Zebec could run up big time here. I'm telling you now, guys, because I can't. The pullback's over, guys. Yeah, if you're interested in Zebec or you want to get on board on Zebec, now's probably the time. Before Wednesday, if you are looking to jump into Zebec. I'm into other coins as well. I've deployed that dry powder that I managed to get my hands on over these past couple of days. So let's just plot the fib lines anyway. So let's just plot the fib lines. Again, these aren't magnetic, so these aren't 100% accurate. It's just going to give you a rough idea. Again, we're looking at up around sort of 1 cent. You can see there about 9. It's not quite a cent, so it's 0.0096 around that sort of particular point. Okay, so I do expect now Zebec to start running up to this sort of 1618 level, which is where this blue line is. That would be my checkpoint. Then I'll be looking at reassessing the position, see where the rest of the market is, see if it's worth taking profit, see whether or not it's worth rotating, etc., etc. So ultimately, I do believe Zebec, like I say, from Wednesday, we will continue growing and increasing in price action. So we've got approximately 100% increase to run up now for Zebec to continue. So I do believe this is a continuation pattern right here. And this would be, for me personally, the next target for Zebec, guys. So if you're holding Zebec, make sure you smash the like button as well. Let me know in the comment section what particular target you're actually aiming for during this cycle. Will you be taking profits at the 1 cent level? Will you be rotating? Will you be closing out completely? Partial profits? You let me know in the comment section, guys. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. I've been the Block Bull. Until next time, the Block Bull is over and out.